Hello, folks. The monsoons are here, and that calls for yet another trip to some really amazing hill stations. Being a resident of Maharashtra, it is an absolute privilege to be surrounded with mountains, valleys, lakes, hill stations, and one such hill station is Igatpuri. So, Igatpuri is located in the Nashik district in Maharashtra, and to be honest, that place is beautiful throughout the year, although during monsoons especially it is just taken over by rains, clouds, wind and mist. I went there for 2 days. I obviously stayed there overnight, and through this video I'm gonna help you make the most out of 2 days in Igatpuri. But if you're planning to pay a visit to these places, just make sure that you take proper precautions and wear a mask everywhere you go. One other thing about this trip is that I almost had my heart in my mouth because I almost crashed my drone and lost it forever. So if you want to know how, just stick until the end of this video. That being said, let's begin. I started off from Mumbai, and Igatpuri is around 100 plus kilometers from where I stay. It took me around 3 hours via the Mumbai Nasik Expressway, obviously considering that we halted for breakfast on the way. The Mumbai Nasik Expressway is very well maintained, and throughout the route you will find yourself surrounded with green fields. You can also see railway lines passing by the highway. Obviously you need a drone to do that. Oh, okay, I'll stop showing off. Anyways, we stopped at Hotel Pranjali for some really good breakfast, and once we were done with our breakfast, we crossed the beautiful Kasara Ghat and landed right into Igatpuri. Now, the first spot that we went was called Camel Valley Point, and this is the point where I stopped talking and let the drone footage take over. Have some piping hot corn over there. You can pay a visit to Ghatan Devi Temple, which is literally on the other side of the road, right in front of Camel Valley Point. Although the temple might be closed right now due to COVID-19. Once we were done with all the sightseeing, we hit the road and took off towards the stay we had booked for the night. The name of this property is Bimal Farm, and it costed me somewhere around $3,500. I booked it via Airbnb. This place is located in a quaint little village way inside Igatpuri. It's a really beautiful property, and the best spot in the house is the balcony. I think I spent most of the time in the balcony. I was looking out at the falling rain and the faraway mountains, and it was just so pleasant. The house in itself is simple. It's very simple, although the caretaker and the owner make sure that you don't fall short of anything, right from food to any other basic amenities. I will drop the details of this property down in description, so you can check that out. Day 2. We checked out and headed straight towards our next destination, Upper Vaitarna. this is basically a dam on top of Vaitarna river, and there's this Ram Setu bridge, which is nothing but a road that cuts between the river water. Now the monsoons had just started out when I went there, so there wasn't much water around in the river, but nevertheless, it was just so pleasing to the eye. We then set out towards our last spot, Bhavli Waterfall. The route towards Bhavli Waterfall is very scenic. It has animals grazing around, it has green landscapes greeting you, and you know when there's a waterfall around, when the sound of water falling from a height hits your ears. But what hits your eyes is equally jaw-dropping. Suddenly it started raining again, and I had to rush back to my car and subsequently on a return journey back home. Now, the best part about Upper Vaitarna and Bhavli Waterfall is that these two spots lie in the same direction you need to head towards in order to return to Mumbai. After the waterfall, we started our return journey and took a halt at Hotel Citizen on the way, which has some really good food. Actually, I would recommend that. And yeah, that's it. I mean, we got back home and the trip concluded. All in all, I feel that Igatpuri has all the ingredients you would need for a very peaceful break in these hectic times, and no wonder it's the cherished dream of every nature lover. Okay, so I was flying my drone on the Upper Vaitarna Dam, and you must have seen this footage. Although what you would have missed is this. Yes, my drone was inches away from hitting a wire almost invisible to the human eye. Had I decided to fly it just a few inches above, it would have definitely hit the wire and it would have plummeted straight into the water below. That would have been the end of it. I mean, whenever I think of this scenario, it just scares the shit out of me. And to all the drone pilots out there, please study your surroundings before lifting off. On that note, stay safe. Goodbye.